All right, compound interest. There's a formula for compound interest, and the formula is P times 1 plus R over N to the NT. If you think about the way our formula is set up for writing exponential equations, it's initial amount times percent remaining raised to the time. Well, we've basically done the same thing here. P is your initial amount. So this is the amount invested. The 1 represents the 100, just like in our other problems. We had to do 100% plus whatever it is, and it's compound interest, so we're actually making money. R is your percentage. Make sure to change that to a decimal. Now N, this is the one that kind of tricks everybody, and it's in two different places. It is the number of times compounded per year. So here's what I mean by that. Compound interest means you're earning interest on your interest. So if it's compounded number of times per year, so yearly, well, how many years are in a year? 1. So if it's compounded yearly, that means it's only compounded one time. Not as good. Semi-annually, well, semi-annual means 2. Quarterly, how many quarters are in a dollar? 4. And then monthly, how many months are in a year? 12. So that's how N's going to change. So if they're saying they're compounding it quarterly, that means they're compounding it 4 times per year. Compounding monthly means 12 times per year. The more times per year that it's compounded, the more money you make. So you want that number to be as big as you possibly can. T is time. This is always in years. Make sure you watch out for that. Okay, time always in years. So let's say that we invest $5,000 at a rate of 8.9%, compounded quarterly over 10 years. So we've got to set this problem up using that same exact equation. So principal amount, the amount that we originally invest, 5,000, times the 1's going to say constant plus your rate, R. Well, this is my rate. Make sure you move the decimal 2 places. 1, 2. Anytime there's a loop, you put a 0 in it. So 0.089. Do not round that. 0.089 divided by quarterly. Well, we look up here, look to your little cheat sheet. Quarterly is going to mean 4 times per year. And then 4 also goes in the exponent. Now it's going to happen for 10 years. So we put times 10. So most people can get to that step. The next step is the piece that I want to show you how to do in your calculator. I type all this in and never really hit the enter button, or I never hit the clear button. So I'll leave it in my calculator. So I'm going to type this piece in first. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally says do your parentheses first. So I'm going to do the division problem within the parentheses. So 0.089 divided by 4. So 0.089 divided by 4, enter. All right, so that's what I get as my result. Next, I'm going to type in the +1 to finish out my parentheses. So +1. And now I have that decimal. Now please excuse, exponents come next. That's my third thing. Raised to the power, parentheses. That is very important. A lot of you are not going to put it in parentheses. Please put this in parentheses. 4 times 10 and close it. Okay, otherwise this calculator is going to look at this as raised to the 4th and then times 10, which is not what we want to do. Enter. So we get that number, 2.41. That's the number of times or how many multiples we're going to get of our money. So the last thing I do is multiply by the number on the outside times 5,000, and I end up with $12,057.43. This is money. Please make sure you round to 2 decimal places, and that would be our solution. Okay, so that's how we do compound interest. The next video will be on compounding continuously. So this is how we do compound interest.